Hi, and welcome to 30 minutes of a gentle flow yoga with Diane. I'm Diane, and yeah, we'll be keeping it nice and slow today. And hopefully, you'll feel a little bit relaxed and ready to get back to the rest of your day. So, no props really required. We will be starting in a seated position. So, if you'd like to sit on a bolster or a pillow or maybe some towels just to lift your hips up a bit, then go ahead and grab that. But if not, it's quite okay to be just sitting on your sit bones. So, with that being said, go ahead and get yourself comfortable in a seated position and we'll get started. So as I mentioned, um, we're going to start in a seated position. So I happen to have a bolster, so I'm going to sit on that. It's up to you if you want to sit on a bolster or a pillow or some towels, but it's not totally necessary. It just lifts your hips up a little bit higher when you're going to be sitting. So you can go ahead and if you don't have the prop, you can sit right down on your sit bones, but make sure that you are sitting on your sit bones and that you're not sitting on your tailbone. So you just want to kind of lift yourself up and make sure you're sitting there on those bones right at the bottom of your bum there. And go ahead and cross your legs. And I'm just going to start my music. My music helps me. I don't know if you can hear it, but it helps me to make sure I'm keeping within the 30-minute window here and on track. So go ahead, find yourself a nice comfortable position, seated, and your hands may be on your legs, they may be folded in your lap, maybe you have them just hanging at your sides, whatever feels comfortable for you. We want you to feel comfortable for the next couple of moments while we just bring ourselves into the space that we're in, letting go of the day so far. And so once you feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes, or just you can gaze down your nose if you just want to softly soften the eyes rather. So go ahead and do that and just begin to bring your awareness to your breath. And don't be trying to change your breath in any way. Just notice it. You know, you may have come here quickly from doing something else and maybe you're a little bit winded and your breath is quick, or maybe you did have an opportunity to sit a bit before you came and your breath has already slowed down. So it really doesn't matter. We're going to get there. So just go ahead and focus on your breath, however it's happening for you right now. Just notice as you're breathing in and out through your nose, maybe checking in on where your breath is landing in your body. Might be coming into your belly or your chest. It doesn't really matter where. Just kind of noticing where it lands. And taking a moment to check in with your body. Let your shoulders relax so they're away from your ears. Let the space between your eyes relax. Let go of any tension you're feeling in your fingertips or your toes, in your legs, maybe in your back. Just let it all go and let yourself feel heavy sitting on your mat today. Maybe just coming back to the breath. You may find it has slowed down a little bit. Begin to focus on your inhale and inhale for 4 seconds. Then exhale for 4 seconds. And count to yourself 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Your breath has slowed down. Let's take a nice, deep, long inhale. Inhaling for a full 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it at the top. Open your mouth and let it all out. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding it at the top. Open your mouth and just let it all go. And come back to your regular breathing. Begin to flutter your eyes. Maybe wiggle your fingers. And bring yourself back into the room. And remember today, as we go into our practice, to listen to your body. Listen to how it feels today and take your movements according to how you're feeling. You might be able to do things today you didn't do yesterday or last time. That's okay. Check in with how you're feeling. Your body is your home. And we want to take care of our homes. Always make sure you're drinking enough water, you're eating healthy, you're getting some fresh air, and you're doing yoga. So with that, let's take the hands down to the sides. Inhale together as we raise the hands overhead. Exhaling, hands come down. Inhaling again, raise the arms overhead. And exhaling, bring the arms down. This time, as you exhale, raise the arms overhead and just lower your right arm down. Inhale and reach up with the left arm. And as you exhale, bring that left arm over, bending, lengthening the left side body. You'll feel a nice opening in the rib cage and maybe send your breath into that open space, really filling it up. And relaxing it. And on your next inhale, bring the arm up and bring your other arm up to meet it. Lower both arms as you exhale. Inhale, raise both arms up again. And this time on the exhale, just lowering your left hand down to the mat. With an inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, bring the arm down and over. And I didn't mention it last time, but try not to come forward. Open up the heart. Open up the chest. And once again, feeling the separation of the ribs on the right side. Go ahead and breathe into that space. Fill it up. And on your next inhale, bring the arm up and down. Once again, both arms come up as you inhale. Exhale, lowering the arms. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. And this time, lowering both arms, turn your body towards the right. Bring the arms down. Left hand comes to the outside of your right thigh, and the right arm comes behind you. So we're getting a nice spinal twist here. Make sure you're lengthening your spine. You're feeling nice and tall sitting. Few deep breaths here. If it feels okay, you can go ahead and take your head just that little bit further, looking over your right shoulder. But you don't have to do that. Whatever feels comfortable and right for your body today. And then as you exhale, come around to the front. Let's inhale, raise the arms up again. And as you exhale, rotate the opposite way. So your right hand's going to come to the outside of your left thigh and your left arm comes behind, sitting nice and tall. Go ahead and bring that gaze over your left shoulder if you choose to, or just leave it neutral. Taking a few breaths here. And then as you exhale, bring yourself back to the front. Arms stay down at the sides. Tilt your head forward, chin comes to chest. Inhale as you raise your head, gazing up. Exhale, bring the chin back to your chest. Inhale, raise the head, looking up. And bring the head back to neutral. And this time we're going to bring our left ear over to the left shoulder. And as you do that, take the right arm and maybe extend it out a little way. So you're going to feel a nice stretch in through the top of the shoulder, right in through the right side of your neck. And then lower the hand and bring your head back to neutral. And let's do the other side. So taking the right ear to the right shoulder and then extend the left arm out. Feeling that nice stretch in through the left side of your neck. And then relax and bring your head back to center. So if you are sitting on something, go ahead and move it. So you're coming down now onto your sit bones, and we're going to bring the soles of our feet together in front. However far you need to go. If you're out here, you're in here, wherever your body allows you to. Bring your feet together and let your knees just fall to the sides. Once again, make sure you're on your sit bones. So I'm going to just adjust here. Inhale to make the spine nice and tall. And as you exhale, forward fold from the hips. And you can keep coming down. And then go ahead and round the back and bring your head and your chin down to your chest. Just lengthening the spine here. Taking a few breaths, maybe going a little further on your exhale, maybe not. Don't force anything. Just feeling that lengthening in the bottom of the spine all the way up through the spine. Maybe even in the inside of your hips. And as you inhale, come on back up. And let's meet in tabletop. So on your hands and knees. Hands are going to be shoulder distance apart. Knees are hip distance apart. And let's just take a moment to do a few cat-cows. So with the back straight and pushing away from the mat, fingers are spread wide. Let's go ahead and inhale as we lower the belly. Lift the tailbone and lift the heart up. For cow. And as you exhale, we're going to go into cat by rounding in the tailbone. Bring the belly button up, rounding the back, and chin comes to chest. Pushing away from the mat. Inhaling for cow, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, lowering the belly. Exhale, rounding for cat, pressing away, shoulder blades come apart. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling for cow. Inhaling for cat. Exhaling for cat. I got both those wrong. And then come to a neutral spine. So back is flat. Engage your core by pulling the belly button back towards your spine, your lower spine. Really feeling strength in the core here. You're pushing away from the mat. Nice neutral position in the back so it's nice and flat. Tuck your toes under if they're not already tucked. And then we're going to lift the knees up and hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower down. Now, as you do that, go ahead and do another cat-cow. As you push those knees up, be sure that your wrists and your hands are under your shoulders and not too far ahead. So again, under the shoulders, back into a neutral position, ready, set. Lift those knees up for 5, 4, 3, engage the core, and 1. Lower the knees, lower the belly for a cow. And bring up the belly for a cat. And let's go one more time. Lifting the knees, ready, set, go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Bring the knees down. Take them wide. Toes come together. Bring your bum back. Sit down on your feet. Stretch your arms out ahead and bring your forehead down to the mat for child's pose. So coming down for a rest. If your shoulders are not liking this position, you can go ahead and bring your arms in. Hands can be under the wrists. Go ahead and lie in child's pose, knowing that you can come here at any time during the practice when you want to take a rest. And as you're lying in child's pose, breathe into your back body. Feel the breath fill up both ribs in the back side of your body. Taking a few nice long breaths. And when you're ready, come back up to tabletop. From here, we're going to tuck the toes under, and we're going to push the hips up into our first downward facing dog. Feet should be hip width apart. Heels don't have to come down, but if you want to just warm up the legs, you can go ahead and press the heels down one at a time. Kind of taking your dog for a walk. Check in with your hands. Fingers should be spread wide, with the peace sign kind of facing towards the top of the mat. Lift those hips up, ears come down, head between your biceps and your head is relaxed. Nice job. Knees can be bent. Come to stillness. And let's raise the left leg up high. So three-legged dog. Making space under your belly. Bring that foot forward, helping it if you need to, up to the top of your mat. Now we're going to come into a lunge here, so you can lower your knee if you want to, or you can keep it raised up. I'm going to keep mine raised up. If you are lowering it, that's okay too. So we're coming into a lunge, raising the heart up. Try not to scrunch your neck, you're just lifting the heart up. As you exhale, straighten the front leg and bend forward over that front leg. Inhale to come back. Do the lunge, either high or low. Exhale, straighten out that back leg, straighten out the front leg, coming down over top of that front leg. Inhale one more time. We're getting a nice stretch in here through the legs. Front of the legs, back of the legs. And for the last time, we're going to come forward into that lunge. And then back over top of the left leg, and then bend that back leg, bring it up to meet the front, and let it all go in a forward fold. So bending at the hips, feet should be hip width apart, so go ahead and make any adjustments if you need to, and really feeling your feet grounding into your mat. Let your belly relax onto the top of your thighs. Head and arms should just be totally relaxed. Inhale and let's raise up halfway. So hands come to shins, back is flat, feeling a nice extension of the spine here from the tip of the tail all the way to the top of the head. And then as you exhale, forward fold one more time. Feeling that connection to the floor with your feet, ground down into the feet and rise all the way up, sweeping the arms up overhead and then bringing them down to heart center, where we'll take a nice break here. Breathing in 3 times and out 3 times. Really feeling your feet grounding into the mat, but at the same time feeling the length in your spine and the length, your head reaching towards the sky. So you're really feeling a nice pull in both directions. Let's sweep the arms up high, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, hands come down, and let's step back into downward dog. Feet are hip width apart. Pedal it out. And then come to stillness. Let's take that right leg this time. Lift it up into 3-legged dog. Making space underneath your belly. Bring that foot forward, helping it if you need to the top of your mat. And then come into a lunge. So knee can stay up or knee can stay down. Make sure your right knee is not going over top of your ankle. Adjust if you need to. So heart comes up for the lunge. And then we're going to straighten both legs and bend over the front knee. A little bit of a flow again. Inhaling, coming into the lunge. Exhaling, straightening the legs, bowing over. Inhale into the lunge. And exhale, bowing over the right leg. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling into the lunge. Exhaling over the front leg. And then step the left leg forward into a forward fold. Let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift, bringing the hands up to the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Really gripping into your mat with your feet. Feeling yourself grounding down. Lift the arms up as you inhale. Bring the arms overhead. And this time coming down, let's go into a chair pose. So we're going to bring the hips back, bend the knees, bring the hands to heart center. Chair pose is basically a squat. So you want to make sure that your heels, most of your weight is in your heels. You can almost lift your toes up. And the knees are not beyond the ankles. So leaning back, your back is flat. So nice job. Make sure you're engaging your core to hold you here. And if you want, you can go ahead and raise your arms up for full expression of this chair. Taking 2 breaths here. One more. And out. As you fold over into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take a giant step back with the left foot. Staying up on the ball of the toes. Keeping your feet hip distance apart. When you're ready, we're coming up to Crescent Lunge. So find your stability. Bring yourself up. And then raise your arms up, up, up. Fingers are spread. Biceps on either side of the ear. Hips should be square with the front of your mat. This is a beautiful pose. High Crescent Lunge. Take a breath in and out. On the next breath in, reach up, and as you exhale, pivot the left foot so it's 45 degrees and lower the arms. We're coming down into Warrior 2 here. So right leg remains bent. Left leg, the foot is pivoted. Arms are stretched out. Relax your shoulders. Make sure your knee is not caving in. It's stayed back, your hips back. Holding here, spread the fingers wide. Really engage the muscles in the arm. On your next inhale, look over your middle finger of your right hand. Now we're doing full expression of Virabhadrasana 2. Flip the hand, face it up towards the sky. You can bring that left hand down, and as you inhale, raise the right hand up and over without moving anything in the lower body. So you're staying in that lunge position. Really reaching up. Remember the ribs separating when we did an earlier lateral extension. So same thing here. And exhale, bring the hands down. And go ahead and cartwheel your hands forward around the front leg. Turn that back foot. Come forward. Step forward. Hands come halfway up on an inhale. Exhale, rounding down. Inhale, raise the arms up and overhead. And bring the hands to heart center. Right away, sweep the arms up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold, and this time step the right foot back. Staying up high on the ball of your foot, we're coming up into Crescent Lunge. Feet are hip distance apart. Find your stability, and then bring yourself up into Crescent Lunge. You can start with your hands at heart center until you find your spot there, and then go ahead and bring the arms up. Beautiful. Looking good. All right, breath here, in and out. And on the next breath in, really reach up. Pivot that right foot so it's 90 degrees. Turn the body towards the long side of your mat and lower your arms. Coming into warrior two on the other side. Go ahead and stretch the arms out. Relax the shoulders. Keep that hip back on the left side and take your gaze over the middle finger of your left hand. Flip the hand up, palm facing the sky. And as you inhale, lower the right hand and bring the left hand over to reverse the warrior. Exalt our warrior. Looking up, opening up the rib cage again, this time on the left side of our body. Breathe into that open space. And then relax back into Virabhadrasana 2. And then go ahead and cartwheel your arms, come to the top of your mat. And just let everything go. We're going to come into ragdoll here. So grab each elbow within your hands and just let everything hang down, letting go, letting the belly rest on top of your thighs. Taking a few breaths here. And then bring the hands down to the mat. Stepping back into downward dog. Bring the knees down. Coming to tabletop. So checking in with our hands again. They're shoulder width apart and underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath your hips, hip distance apart. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Extend the right leg back. Foot is flexed. And then hover that leg over the left leg and bring the toe down. And as you do that, take your gaze over your left shoulder. Feeling strength in the core as you do this. Feeling a beautiful stretch in through the hips. Always breathing. And lift that foot, bring it back to center. And knee comes down. We'll do the opposite side now. So left leg extended out with a flexed foot. Engaging the core, staying strong in the midsection. Then hover that leg over top of the right foot and bring the toe down. Bring your gaze over your right shoulder. A few breaths here. And then bring your head back and bring that leg back. Coming back onto your feet. Let's swing the feet around and find your way onto your back. Now we're almost done now. So coming down onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest. Roll side to side till you find that nice sweet spot. Your lower back, ironing out any wrinkles. And then coming to stillness, bring the feet down flat on the mat with knees bent. Your feet are about hip width apart. Maybe just try to scooch those feet a little bit closer to your bum, and your arms are at your sides with your fingertips towards your heels. We're going to do a quick bridge flow here. So when you're ready, as you inhale, lift the hips up sky high. And as you exhale, lower down one vertebrae at a time. Inhale again, lift the hips up. And pretend you have a ball between your thighs and you're squeezing them together. So lots of energy in those thighs. Maybe that lifts your hips just that little bit higher. And exhale as you bring your spine down to the floor. Exhale. One more nice big inhale. Squeeze it up. And exhale, bringing the back down. Thumb comes down. And just begin to windshield wipe your knees side to side. And maybe just walk the feet out so they're a little bit wider than your hips, kind of out to the sides of your mat, and continue windshield wiping them. And when you get to the right side, let the knees fall to the right. Extend your arms out like a T. Lift your head and look over your left shoulder. Enjoy this nice twist, wringing out all of your muscles, wringing out your insides, feeling the relaxation, enjoying the moment. Lift the head, bring it back to center, and begin to windshield wipe the knees again, side to side, feeling the massage in the hips. And when you get to the left side, let the legs fall to the left. Lift your head and turn it so you're looking over the right shoulder. And once again, just melt into your mat, letting everything go. Very nice way to prepare for our final posture of Shavasana. Bring your head back to center. And bring your legs back to center and extend your legs out fully. Bring your arms into your sides, and once again, palms can face up if you want to receive energy, or you can go ahead and face your palms down if you want to feel grounded. Roll your shoulders under. Gently close your eyes and let yourself find the stillness and the silence of Shavasana, and know that my voice will bring you back when the time is right. If you have some extra time and you're able to spend that staying in Shavasana, please go ahead and do so. Otherwise, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing yourself back into your body and into the space that you're in. Take bigger movements such as rotating your ankles, rotating your wrists. Maybe your head goes side to side. Eventually bringing your knees into your chest, giving yourself a big hug. And in your own time, roll over to your right or your left and push yourself up to a seated position and meet me here. And let's just take a moment to breathe in deeply together. Let it all out. And then take your arms up overhead, inhaling, bringing the palms together and bringing the thumbs into the heart, and bowing your head Let compassion move you. Let kindness guide you. Let love open you. And let peace be within you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Thank you for joining me. I so enjoyed doing this for you today. Take care.